And given that the Russia, if we're coming back to the information warfare, I would say, so we understand that Russia will likely continue its subversive activities, including in the informational field, and even after the ceasefire. So which institutional reforms and counterintelligence and information security mechanisms should Ukraine and its Western partners prioritize in order to safeguard Ukrainian society from future hybrid interference?
Right. Definitely, people say, like, when is the war in Ukraine going to be over? Many Ukrainians will say it's been going on for, 400 years? I mean, definitely since 1991, the Russians have been conducting this kind of asymmetric warfare, the active measure of space. And it's going to continue after, I think, there's some ceasefire or there's an end to the kind of conventional fighting that you see right now. How should the Ukrainians reform? I'm not going to give advice on that. I would just say that, we in the United States shouldn't think that once that, like, the last missile is launched, that we're done. We shouldn't make the mistake we made in Afghanistan when the Soviets withdrew and kind of turn our back and walk away. We should stay engaged. We should, again, like investment, economic prosperity, because a lot of this disinformation stuff doesn't have any impact on people that are happy, that are satisfied, that are content. That's what I see in my own country. When you see the most emotion, it's when people are scared. And what are they often scared about? Losing their jobs, not having enough money to pay the bills, take care of their families, right? If they feel comfortable, they feel prosperous, they're not as susceptible to that fear. And so it's very important that, this is what I saw in my career in a lot of the countries I worked in, the economic development is critical. Now, sometimes to get economic development, you have to provide security assistance because there are outside forces that are, whether they be state or non-state actors, trying to destabilize the economy of another country because that's the way they can take power. So the U.S. is going to have to remain engaged.